Congratulations on being curious and open to exploring a space that has created over 86,000 new millionaires last year alone in 2024. Hello and welcome. My name is Chloe Maxwell, and I am here to help you understand and simplify crypto so you can start to capitalize on the market while starting to learn the basics. You would not invest in the stock market without a strategy or build a property portfolio without a plan. So I don't know why we try and figure that out and not have a plan in crypto as well. So my aim is to help you bridge the gap from where you are right now to where you want to be with your wealth portfolio and how you can add crypto and a solid crypto strategy into it with what I'm going to share with you today. So this video isn't a full masterclass. It's a short but powerful video to give you a glimpse of why this should be a part of your wealth building strategy before jumping into a longer video that cracks open this ecosystem in more depth so you can see the true power of it. If you invest in property, you probably have a diverse portfolio or are working towards that. You might have different locations, you might have different types of property, you might have Airbnb, and because you know that while some markets are dipping, others are rising, and a diverse portfolio means that you can capitalize across the full portfolio. So same with the stock market. You might have lots of different stocks, and you might have the strategy to hold long term. So it's not so much what your strategy is, and hear me out because I know that might sound weird, but it's just having a strategy. And crypto is no different because time and time again, I see people trying to figure out crypto on their own with no strategy, and years later, they aren't any further ahead because they don't know what to buy, how much to buy, do they take profit, when do they sell it all, or do they just hold? And emotion tends to get in the way when you don't have a strategy. And so what you end up doing is selling in the dip because you don't know and it's dropping and it's uncomfortable. And so you're actually doing the opposite of what you should be because you don't have that guidance or support. So I want to take you in and show you some of the real world examples of, this space, the crypto blockchain technology space has been around since 2009. It is not new. So our major banking and financial institutions, governing bodies, regulatory bodies are already using blockchain technology. The Reserve Bank of Australia, ASIC, AusPost, so many businesses, not just in Australia, but on a global scale, are using blockchain technology, and a lot of them cryptocurrency. And the huge reason why that is it's immutable. You can't edit it, you can't fudge it, it's peer-to-peer, it's instant, it's low fees, it's highly secure, and it's also private. Now, I want to take you into the three main ways that you can, jump into the crypto space and how you can actually make money here. It doesn't matter whether you've dabbled here, doesn't matter if you're a brand newbie. What I'm sharing with you on this call is for anybody. We have people of all different backgrounds in the crypto space, some completely new, some highly advanced, and everybody's winning here because they see this as a way where they can automate it, which is what I'm going to go into soon. So the first way is day trading. So that's your fast trades, capitalizing on market fluctuations. The downsides to day trading is it's expensive to learn, and you normally have to learn the hard way. It generally takes a few years to start to master it, to start to make a profit. There's a lot of emotion that comes into it. You can invest in some bad things, and some rug pulls, and you've probably heard of all that kind of stuff. That comes with day trading. So that's the first way. The second one is dollar cost averaging. So this is where you take a portion of your wage or your business or whatever it is that you do, and you invest into the crypto market, whether that being weeknightly, fortnightly, or monthly. You select the amount, and it doesn't matter whether you buy in the dip or whether you buy at the peak. It doesn't matter because it averages out because you're doing it as a long-term wealth building strategy. Still, the problem arises with dollar cost averaging because you still need to know what to buy. You still need to know when to buy it. Well, not so much. Well, I guess you need to work out how often you're going to do it. But you still need to have a strategy. Are you doing it to hold for the long term? Are you looking to make a profit? Are you looking to sell a bit? So you still need a strategy with dollar cost averaging. And most people don't have that. And that's where, not having that guidance and that support and that mentorship still with the crypto space, there's still that element of trying to work it out. And the main one that we're going to be talking about on this call, tonight, there we go, mining. And so what I'm going to do is flick to the next slide so you can have a look at this whilst I read through, because mining takes the guesswork out of everything. You know, mining is really the set and forget of crypto. So it works on autopilot 24/7 whilst you go live your life, while you're sleeping, while you're working, while you're building a business. It is working for you 24/7. It is one of the most lucrative crypto strategies I've seen, and most people do not even know this exists. Traditional mining would be Bitcoin. It's incredibly expensive to do. And like you need manpower, you need the computers, you need the full setup. The mining that we have in today's society, it's cloud based, and so you can still capitalize on like the Bitcoin of mining, but just in a place where it's so much more accessible and easy. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. So instead of buying a car, imagine owning the factory that produced the cars, and you could have as many cars as you want. And the only thing that dictated how many cars you had were how big your factories were and how many factories you wanted to have. That is what mining is. It gives you a consistent accumulation without the daily effort, because it's the most overlooked tool for serious wealth building in the crypto space. So think of it like owning a factory, not just buying a product, because you're not just buying the coin, Ethereum, you're actually purchasing the factory that produces it. It's that simple. Could you go and buy a Ethereum? Absolutely. But why would you, when for the same price you could mine probably 6 or 10 times or even 20 times more? Like, once you know, you wouldn't even go and buy Purdue. You just buy the factories that make it. You earn without needing to trade. So you don't need to read the graphs that like I don't do that. I've tried. I don't have the brain capacity for that. And so I can heavily capitalize here because I just plug into a done for you system. So this runs for you in the background. And yeah, it's that long term of wealth building strategy. So what I'm going to do is share with you, how we can help you and how the person who invited you to this call can help you to capitalize in the space and how it will look like for you. So we provide you the platform to be able to do it, the system to be able to plug into that works for you on autopilot, and the strategy to help you get going here and help you get set up. So you're plugged into the automated bots. If you're new to crypto, it can be confusing, like exchanges and how to move money through, and banks potentially blocking it. So we help you troubleshoot and move through all of that process. If you have dabbled here, you'll know that sometimes that can be some challenges trying to get your money out of the bank. If you haven't seen the headlines lately. And so, yeah, we help you with that, and we help you get set up. We've got some incredible systems and tools that you can plug into, and we tend to jump on a lot of calls as well. And of course, you get access to the plug and play system, which is the mining, which is what we've just spoken about. So, and if you're someone who wants to go deeper, you want to look at maybe building a business, create an affiliate business income stream, we can show you how to do that on another video, because we have a full community and weekly mentorship and support for the people that actually want to do that. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing my screen. I'm actually going to take you directly into the platform and show you what the mining bots look like. So this is one of the bots that I've got. You can have up to 5 of each bot. I have got about 15 of these to give you an idea. So this is just one of them. I will just say that I got a bit click happy yesterday and I actually claimed all of my Ethereum. So I can't show exactly how to push 3 buttons to claim it. It is literally that simple, but you'll see here in 133 blocks, because blockchain doesn't run on time, it runs on blocks, I will be able to claim across my 15 miners my Ethereum. So you can see here it's 0 Ethereum to harvest, but in, I don't know, maybe about 10 or so minutes, I'll be able to claim all my 15 packs. So this particular pack being the Nova, it's already, I've already received 675 Ethereum. So if I went over to the DEX, which is how you would cash this out if you so choose, 675. So it's already made 870 US dollars if I was to cash all that out now, for example, to give you an idea. So that shows how much has been mined, and this is how much to the mined. So it's very, very exciting. So I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to go and open up before I go and show you some more numbers. And we're going to move on to the different membership tiers. And so these are the different membership tiers. So you know how I said you can kind of go and buy the car, or you can buy the factory? these are the factories that you can purchase to be able to produce the cars, so to speak. So you've got multiple packs. So you've got a galactic. So I'll run through the prices quickly, but I'm sure you can read 15,000. You've got 750 US, 2,500 and 600 US. So these all run in US. You'll see it says USDT. If you're new to crypto, it simply just means it's pegged to the US dollar. So that's what that looks like. Now, you'll see that it's got like a few different bots. You know how I said that there's a couple of ways to make money in crypto, that you can do day trading, you can do dollar cost averaging, mining. Well, actually, this platform does all of those. You have access to be able to do all of it in the one platform. Whilst I have predominantly touched on the mining on this particular call, you have access to be able to do all three within this platform. So the sniper copy bot, that's your day trading bot. You still need to know what you're doing, or you still need to be willing to have a play around, because day trading can be highly volatile. I've dabbled in it. It's not a place for me. I just like the easier options, let's just be honest, which is for me the market analysis bot. So you know how I said like it's really hard to know with dollar cost averaging when to buy, when to sell, how much to buy, like what the hell do you even buy? The market analysis bot takes all of that out for you. It tells you what coin is good right now to buy. It tells you the price in which it is good to buy, and it tells you the price that it is good to sell. And so if you're looking for a system that kind of tells you what to do, so you don't have to try and work it out for yourself, or try and wing it, as we see a lot of people try to do, as I used to do when I first got into this space. This would have saved me a lot of trouble when I got into the space 4.5 years ago. And then the last one, obviously your mining bot. So the main difference is the fees. The bigger the packs, the less fees you have, and also the more mining power. So the bigger the pack, the more mining power you will have and the more you'll make. It is basically that simple. So I'm going to stop my screen share again, and I'm going to take you back into the platform, and I just want to show you a bit of a calculator. Now, before I run through the stats of what this looks like, I want to let you know mining does have variabilities. Crypto has variabilities. And so these numbers that I'm showing you right now, these are based on the stats right now with the amount of miners at the price that the coin is right now. So what happens when more miners join the platform? It means that the amount of per that you make will decrease, but it also means that it speeds up the whole blockchain, which will be discussed on more calls on the next call, so you can understand in more depth. But what's really exciting to understand is, so right now the 15,000 galactic pack, that will actually return about 143,000 US dollars. So what happens when the coin jumps up? Well, let's just have a look over here. When the coin gets to about $4, that 15,000 US is looking more now like 449,000 US. Now, what you need to understand is this is if you hold the coin. If you go and sell the coin every time you claim, which you absolutely can, it will mean that you're cashing out at whatever price that coin is right now. I'm personally a hodler. I keep a large portion of it, because for me, I look at, if I'm just going to go and claim and sell my Pertum every single time, I'm just going to be left with a zero sum, and I'm back to where I started. And so I really want to set the expectation that mining is long-term wealth building. Can you sell it? Absolutely. You can do whatever you like. But over time, the price increases, and as the price increases, those people with diamond hands, not paper hands, will absolutely capitalize the most. Now, let's go back to this presentation, and let's get you back into where to from here. So the people that work and jump into this space are because they don't want to leave their wealth and their crypto wealth up to luck. They're ready to jump in, they're ready to stop dabbling, or they're ready to learn a new skill set and see how this space could look for them. So you're either a one, you're ready to watch the next video, you're ready to take a deeper dive into the ecosystem, start to understand some more of those crypto terms and the real utility that this blockchain project has. If you are someone who is more than a dabbler in crypto, you will love the more in-depth videos that we have. This video is purely to bridge the gap between, maybe not knowing anything about this project and then jumping into like the nitty-gritty of how it could look. Now, if you're a two, someone this could help. One, you probably know it's for you already. Two, forward this video on to the person that you know that this could help, and reach back out to the person who invited you to watch this video and say to them which number you are. Are you a 1 or are you a 2? You ready for the next video, or you know that someone, you know that there is someone that this could help. My biggest recommendation is, however you choose to move next, I encourage you, do something. We are in a fast-paced society. The crypto space does not stop and does not, slow down for anyone. Like, we are going in this space with or without you. This project launched 4 months ago, and we have over 50,000 members on a global scale already. We just hit 1 million transactions on the blockchain. It took 4 months to do that. For Bitcoin, I believe it took 18 months. So this is moving really quick. You can choose to be in front of it, you can choose to be behind it, but either way, make a decision. And I highly encourage you, go and watch the second video and then get your questions answered. There are no silly questions. The only silly questions are the ones that you do not ask.